So hey guys and girls, welcome to the third part of the sixth house astrology video on my channel, that is RISHU Astrology. And in this episode we'll be dealing with the last point with regards to the sixth house astrology, and that is related to professions. That is, in this episode we'll be actually studying that what are the professions that we can decipher out from the sixth house in Vedic astrology. Well, as you must be already aware of the fact, and as I have already told you, that sixth house is the house that is originally controlled by Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of numbers. Mercury is the planet of doing all those statistical and the mathematical computations. Mercury is the planet of business. Mercury is the planet that that loves the argumentative debates and discussions. And moreover, the sixth house has the energy of the Virgo sign. And if you look at the sign of Virgo, then it represents a boat with the women advancing towards the shore, and that women is carrying the wheat, grass, and the herbal medicines to help the people by coming onto the shore. So even this house has to do with medicine. So what all professions we can see from the sixth house in Vedic astrology? Well, you can see lawyers from the sixth house in Vedic astrology, from the sixth house in Vedic astrology, as these sixth house people love the argumentative discussions and debates. You could even you can even see social workers, since sixth house is the house that represents the unprivileged people in the society. So you might be that one person who, instead of getting ruffled up by the challenges, if this house in your horoscope is well placed, then you might be coming to the rescue of the other people, since you have mastered the art of overcoming those challenges. So you could be that social worker who might be raising his voice against any of the injustices that is taking place in the society, or you may be patronizing any of those social awareness or any campaigns wherein you are fighting for the rights of the people, of the unprivileged people who have been unauthorizedly denied of the rights that they had the privilege to. So this house from this house we can see lawyers, social workers, even doctors can be seen from this house, because this house, as I told you, has the sign of is represented by the sign that represents a lady carrying the wheat, grass, and the herbal medicines. So even doctors can be seen from this house, especially the people who are into Ayurveda, who are into the color therapy, and the homeopathy. These kind of doctors are especially seen from the sixth house in Vedic astrology. Then sixth house in Vedic astrology is a very important house for business, especially the competitive business. Unlike the seventh house business, which is all about compromising and compromising a part of their desires to get along with others, sixth house is all about competitive business. So you could be any of the business that is competitive in nature, because the two main prerequisites that are required to succeed in any business wherein the competition levels are very high, those two prerequisites are the effective way of communication and the ability to take the right decisions at the right time. And Mercury is all about using those statistical computations, doing those mathematical analysis, doing all the calculations, and which aid you to take the right decisions at the right time. And then Mercury is a planet of communications also, so you are effectively communicating. So businessmen, the shrewd marketing people can be seen from this sixth house. Well, in marketing domain, although being shrewd was kind of considered to be a very defamed or unethical in the times when the Vedic texts were written, but now in this modern dynamic day and age and era, it's the age of competition, where the people are literally they would butcher you down, and not only they would butcher you down, they would rather stab you. They would walk over your dead body in order to go up the ladder. So, and if you have a planet like Mars in the sixth house, you could see somebody who is in the military, somebody who is a policeman, somebody who is into the investigation or the crime agencies, because Mars is that soldier mentality, and it's in the house of diseases, obstacles, competition. Competition, and so that's Mars way of fighting injustice. Like Jupiter here could make a person, Jupiter or Venus or even Moon could make here a person a kind of a social worker, while Mars way of getting the social justice done is through a dagger in his hand. So is through a sword in his hand. He'll be like that. Hey, you people leave my country, otherwise I'll cut off the throat. I'll slit your throat. I'll chop off your head from your physical body. This is the mentality of Mars is. And guys, what else this house can actually stand for? If I'm revealing the secret. Well, if you have now, I won't tell you the reason why I'm saying this, because this takes an advanced approach to astrology that you will pick up gradually over a period of time. I'll discuss when I'll be discussing those placements of the planets in the houses. But if you have a planet, especially the combination of Jupiter and Ketu in the sixth house, you have both the planets Jupiter plus Ketu placed in the sixth house, that at some point or the other in their life, these people meet some kind of a person who is blessed with supernatural powers. They meet some kind of a guru, a teacher who just opens to them a whole new world of the third world, the whole new world of 3D dimensions, the whole new world of 4D dimensions. That is, they meet people who are able to see the future. So these people with these Jupiter plus Ketu placed in the sixth house can actually themselves turn out to be astrologers, pranic healers, Reiki masters, spellcasters, and tarot card readers. So all these professions are seen, and this can also be seen if Jupiter alone is present or Ketu alone is present in the sixth house in the sign of Scorpio. So guys, what else can be, what all other professions we can see from the sixth house? Well, for that we will have to take care of the point that we left. It says second house, sixth house and 10th house, houses of karma. Now second house, sixth house and the 10th house, not the 11th house, second house, sixth house and 10th house have been designated as the houses of karma, houses of action. So wherever there is action, there will be troubles, there will be challenges for sure. But what I wanted to lay emphasis on the fact that as I told you in the second house, that although second house is the house of saving wealth, and to an extent it's the house of taking the investment decisions. That is, second house is also the house of wealth management, but more so this wealth management thing is controlled by the sixth house in our horoscope, because it's the house where we are making use of the numbers, those statistical tools, those computational analysis, those calibration graphs. We are doing all those sophisticated statistical kind of a stuff to decide that which venture we shall invest our money into. So many of the people who are into the investment agencies, who are into the insurance agencies, who are wealth advisors, the people who you regularly see on the TV, they giving the lessons to the people as to which all shares should they invest their money in. All these professions can be seen from the sixth house of an individual. And guys, now actually we have wrapped up everything related to the sixth house, but there was one thing that I left in the part 2 of the Vedic this sixth house astrology video. And in that, while I was telling you that sixth house in Vedic astrology could show that what would be our approach to dealing with the challenges of life, and in that I had given you example of Saturn, that what could be the Saturn's approach, what could be the Jupiter's approach, what could be the Ketu's approach, and what could be the Mars approach. But if somebody has Mercury placed in this sixth house, you know what this person's approach would be like. This since Mercury is a planet of communications and Mercury is a planet of wit, intelligence, he has a ready answer for everything. So what this person's approach might be like, he might tell to that enemy who is doing all those cheap tricks to bring him down. He might tell that person that hey dude, I am too soft and sophisticated to just land up into that gutter that you want me to land up in and fight with you. Rather, I'll talk through my intelligence and I'll answer you through my wit. And this person would finally, this Mercurian person would finally come up with such a strategical, with such a mathematical plan, wherein he has worked out each of the fine details, that if this happens, I'll do this. If this happens, I'll do this. If this happens, I'll do this in this strategy. Then let's suppose if this Mercury person is a marketing guy, and he is facing trouble, or another marketing guy is creating trouble for him, then this Mercurian sixth house person would come up with would, instead of fighting like Mars or just doing his hard work like Saturn, he will come up with such a marketing plan, with such a mind-blowing marketing plan, and he would actually carve out such an integrated marketing communications campaign, then that his product will outshine any other product that is there in the market. And this is obviously the best way to answer an enemy, rather than the verbal spats or hard work. Herein you are somewhere, your actions are somewhere midway between the Saturn and Mars. If you are working hard, yet in a very intelligent manner, and at the same time you aren't calling for any of those physical fights like Mars does. So guys, this is your host RISHU GARG signing off on that note. And if you want to see me again, please do subscribe to my channel, and soon I'll be uploading the 7th house astrology video for you people. Till then, goodbye, bonjour, shabak khair, sat sri akal, namaste, coming from India, and love you people. Take care.